Yo, what is up? We are back with a new video, and today we are going to talk about settings and the settings that will help you improve your game. Now, this is not settings, I'm not talking about mods here. I'm using a couple of mods as well. I've got XVM, I've got some session stats mods. I also have battle hits, replay manager. Besides that, I also have some mark of excellence that helps you track your progress in how you're doing in the particular tank that you are playing. But I'm talking about the stats that you find in your settings menu, and we'll go straight to that and let's go check it out. Alright, now that we are in the settings menu, I'm going to take you straight into the training room, and we can see exactly what's going to happen here. The first thing you need to do is get rid of this horizontal stabilization. When it comes standard like this, and this is what happens when you don't have it on. Okay, when you're in sniper mode, example, if you turn your tank, your gun is going to turn along with the tank, and this is what without horizontal stabilization. So example, if you're driving around and you're trying to look at someone and you're turning, your gun does not stay on that target. It turns together with the tank, which makes it totally suck. So you got to make sure you turn it off. You turn it on, I mean horizontal stabilization. Make sure you check that on, apply, and this is what it looks like now. I'm turning my tank and driving forward, but my gun stays locked into my target. So this is very important to help you in your gameplay, right? Now the next thing we're going to look at is the 25 times zoom. This is 25x zoom. You can zoom really far with it. If you are stuck in the game, it only goes up to this. This is max. 248 is max. So make sure you have your optical turn up to 25, so you can zoom in a little bit further, and that's really good. The next one is make sure you display your camera direction, this one on the minimap. Without this, look at the minimap and you will see this camera direction thing is gone. Let me make it bigger for you. This camera direction thing is going to be gone. It is very useful. You see this arc, it only shows you where you're looking at in general, but if you have it turned on, camera direction, you will have a line there, and basically you can use it to snipe stuff that's right outside your spotting range as well, right up to the render range. You could snipe as far as that. As long as someone is spotting for you, you can accurately pinpoint them, their last known locations and things like that. Next up, what else? Enable expanded minimap is right down here. This one, always have it expanded, enable minimap, because if you don't have it, this is what happens. It doesn't show up. Your enemies that are spotted does not show up if you don't have it on. So example, let's say I spot an enemy. Do I spot an enemy? Well, when you spot an enemy and then your enemy disappears, their last known location would still be on the map. Although it's not colored, it'll be gray color, but you'll be able to see where their last known spotted positions were. So that's really important if you have that expanded minimap setting on. So always have it display. There you go. Displays vehicle names on the minimap, and display the points in which your enemies are located. So this is very important. Make sure you always have this on, always. Tips on battle loading screen, that's entirely up to you. Tips on this one, these you need to have ticked always, because without them on, you don't have any idea where you're spotting your maximum spotting range and render range is. That's very important on any kind of tank that you play. Make sure you have those turned on. showing your view range, maximum your current view range, maximum view range, and your draw distance. So make sure you have those on. And there's also one more that I want to point out: the display of the SPG arc and SPG on the minimap. This one you need to turn on if you play artillery. It's really important for that purpose. Next up, let's go on to the graphic settings. On the graphic settings, you want to make sure that you go into your details, and you have your motion blur effect turned off. You have your extra effects in sniper mode turned down if you want it to not distract you too much. It's a lot better if you have it minimized, because the explosions and stuff like that will distract you when you are in like a dogfight. Those explosions, smoke and stuff like that will completely distract you, but it does add to the immersion if you like explosions and stuff. I have it turned on, but I don't want it turned on to maximum. Actually, a lot of the pros have it completely off like that, so that it does not distract them from their current fighting positions. But then it takes away a little bit from the immersion, so I like to have it a little bit on. The smoke and the explosions, I think that's good for me. I enjoy it. Foliage transparency, these are one of the things. Vegetation quality, grass density, a lot of people want them a little bit less. Foliage transparency, make sure it's turned on so that when you go into a bush, the bush disappears and doesn't blocks your vision. Grass in sniper mode, make sure you turn it off so that when you are cresting over a ridge, the grass in front of you doesn't block your view in your sniper mode. So that's very important. So make sure you turn those kind of things, have that settings, either vegetation quality, either minimum or very low. Grass density, have it off or have it medium, but don't have it around. Oh, there the enemy is spotted on my team, so I can show you what's how the spotting the map thing works. Once he disappears from my map, as you can see, he's disappeared, but his position stays, his last known location stays there on the minimap, and that is because of one of the settings here, which is this one, the enable expanded minimap features. Now if I don't have it on, you see he's disappeared on the map. His last known location is not seen on the map because he's disappeared. So make sure you have those things on. It's very important. It helps you in your gameplay. So you see there, it's appeared again, his last known location on the minimap. I like that feature very much. It's very useful. The next one I wanted to show you is the keybind, the T marker. When you the T is a very important because you want to use it to mark your opponents, to get your enemies, to get your teammates to focus fire on them. What I do is I bind my T key to the to my mouse button. Either you click on the enemy, it will say requesting fire on the enemy, or you click on a teammate and you get them to follow me. Now instead of hitting the T, I've rebounded in my mouse settings, so the T button is binded to my mouse wheel button. So that helps me to quickly either focus fire or get my teammates to instruct them to follow me or something like that, you know. And that's really good. And the next thing I want to check out for you guys is the damage marker. this is really important. The damage marker is battle mode notifications here. Now make sure you have this on so that you can see the amount of damage, the direction that it's coming from, the vehicle that's shooting you, and the display the animation that it's it's shooting you. So this is really good information that you should have when so you know the direction that the enemy is shooting you from. One, what kind of damage is doing, either no damage, block damage, or it's doing a lot of damage, 400 damage here. If you block it, if you take damage, it's a red color actually, but if you have the colorblind mode on like I have right now, I have the colorblind mode, it turns the enemy into a purple blue color. If you don't have it on, the enemy is a red color here, so you can see the steward here is red, but a little bit easier on the eyes if you have the colorblind mode on. It's easier to look at, softer on the eyes, and that's when it's really useful. So we were talking about the battle notifications. These are very important information for you to have. The feedback marker, the damage marker, this is also very important. So that's the end of the video. I hope you took some good tips regarding the settings, the general settings that you should have on your tank. Besides that, there's also one more thing, which is the controls. Arcade aim and sniper aim sensitivity on your mouse is really important. I like to have it quite low. This isn't as low as it goes, it can go even lower. I have it fairly low. I used to have it even lower, but now that we have wheeled tanks and very fast tanks on the map, I've raised it to a little bit higher. In fact, my DPI used to be 1800 is the current, 1300 is the current one I'm playing with, but I used to have it around 400 to 800, but I feel that now 1300 DPI is perfect for me, so that's what I'm using right now. For the purpose of game, for World of Tanks, 1300 is perfect with dealing with fast wheeled tanks in this game. I used to have it a lot lower, but I find that I think the perfect position right now is around 800 to 1300. So that's it for the video today. It's all about settings. I hope you enjoyed it and took a little bit of information out of it, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.